What's up? This is Hdnews Tech here. So I installed one of my games, and apparently I had to turn it offline because the Xbox wanted to download like 160 gig, I guess, file, and it doesn't apparently have. Is it installed? The regular story mode installed onto it, so it's like 50 gigs or whatever. So when I grew up, I was playing a lot of games, and during the fall and the spring, I would always have severe allergies. I'm not joking, like I still have them today, but I would have grass allergies, pollen, ragweed. I still have that, but I would, play games like consoles like the PS2, the PS1, N64, Nintendo basically consoles. And I would just stay inside during certain times and play some games. So, and I still have the same allergy. I still am allergic to grass. I'm still allergic to trees. I'm still allergic to like ragweed, which I supposed to avoid certain foods, including pickles, but right now I think I'm good. But I never can have watermelon again because of the diabetes. But it's better than, I'm not sure exactly, but it's better than it was. But watermelon, cantaloupe, I'm definitely allergic to cantaloupe. I can't have it. So during those times, and I always play games for a reason because I can do them. And having a long history of internal bleeding and then hemophilia related bleeds, gaming was the best option to, enjoy my life, and the safest, of course. And I remember always a lot of times being inside, and then spring coming, my favorite season, because it warms up, and what comes with it is sufferings of, allergies that have worsened over time or got better. And I would just play games, to deal with it, I would get better. I know I had a lot of different medicines to treat the disorder. And I think one of my medicines may be weakening at the moment, so you might notice me with a little bit of a runny nose at times because it's been on since like I started working at work at the store for Walmart, and I needed to basically get on a different allergy medicine because the allergy medicines they put me in my latter years of high school weren't really treating me as well when I was outside doing football camp or like being a water boy outside, giving all the players their water, so on and so on. During the summer days, I'd be in school with runny noses that one year. I still remember it because it's probably 2009, 2008, 7. I think there was a really bad spring one of those years, and my allergies were like, I would get so sick I would develop a sinus infection within like a short period of days, and it would take at least a few weeks or more to get rid of. And thankfully it isn't that intensive on me as it was before. Even dairy would cause issues every now and then. I had to stay away from it because I had an allergy to it. Plus I would like to eat pizza. Even before I was diabetic, I would like to eat a lot of pizza, but at the times where drainage got worse, I had to basically stay away from cheese altogether and try to limit or completely eliminate it from my diet because of the drainage. And I like a lot of pizza and cheese, and right now it's not as bad. It's not even near as bad as it was. I mean, I can at least eat cheese, the things I need. And you think diabetes is the end of it right now. It's really controlled. I'm actually off my medicine finally. I mean, it's finally, my A1C is so low that I don't even need medicine. I'm technically at 5.0, which means I'm really controlled, and I'm off every 3 months. And I will be able to snack every now and then. Like if there's cupcakes, it's alright at least a few times a month. But it's a lot better. I lost the weight, so I should be able to focus more and make better videos and all that. And during the holiday season, it will be busy for me, and I know I'm heading into Christmas a few days from now. And if you don't hear this, of course, they're working next to me building a car wash. I think they're asphalting it right now. They're putting concrete down, and it's gonna be a while. They actually start building the building quickly, and I would I ask for my subscribers to pray for Kentucky, as well as Mayfield, Kentucky. Other states. There were 6 states. I think on the 10th of December this year had a huge 22 tornado outbreak, and myself had to donate some food because I felt better, as well as donating maybe $15 or so to the Salvation Army, during those weekend days or whatever, as well as $10 to go to a coworker who is getting supplies for the damage that was done. And it is such a pain. There's nothing left of that place, and it's just horrible. And that's when it comes to springtime. I enjoy my winter more because the winter is more like a control, but still there's always a chance of tornado outbreaking around here or any part of the country. There's always a risk when a warm front comes from the south. And when springtime comes, there's usually, luckily in the last year, there hasn't been any tornadoes, and there hasn't been any around this location. In other parts of the state, yeah, there were a few north of us that were spinning and whatever else. There were a couple south, but more of them were up north, going that direction towards New York and other states. And I believe it was on the ground for like over 2 hours. It was EF4, and I didn't want to talk about this for a while because I know I was like completely upset. It's like it's just so horrible, and I know we're doing our best to help people. I donated, the store donated, so the American Legion over here donated like a whole U-Haul, supplies, water, camping supplies. Everyone basically donated to the store and other places to get aid to those people. It's like a war zone. It's literally the worst thing you can imagine. It literally came in that night. That's Friday evening, early Saturday morning, and I knew there was going to be some severe weather. I didn't know full details of it, how it's going to move throughout their location, but we got spared, luckily. But Kentucky, Mayfield, it's a completely different story and different ballgame because they lost everything. They lost their schools, they lost their stores, they lost their fire stations. Basically, everything was taken away, as well as the police station. So everything was destroyed. You can't imagine just how bad the damage was, and I haven't looked lately, but I know I'm sure I think it was like over 100 or 80 so dead from Kentucky storm that this one just went through in the last week or so, or a couple of weeks. And it was a big, humongous event of the whole entire area. Like this is like one of the worst outbreaks we ever had in the U.S. basically this year, in the past month. And they broke a lot of records for sure, and they said it's like, yeah, it was bad. And just be thankful you have a house if you still do like I do. And if you could donate to like charities to help them, like I did myself, I donated money. Even if I don't make as much, I rather donate some of my money that I can afford to support these people who are going through this before Christmas comes. And tornadoes are nothing new. They've been going around for like centuries, thousands of years, and the storms are going to constantly get worse because of the climate change and the earth warming up higher and higher. And we rarely get any snow anymore. We may get a lot of snow in February, but December is more like a rain month, but not technically snowing. But there's still always a chance of a tornado or some thunderstorm or something like that to spawn out of the air. And we've been thankful this year. I've been thankful for the health improvement, as well as the weather being really good. Even if the weather came around here, it didn't hit us. And I don't think I saw a lot of severe thunderstorms like I saw in the last few years. This year there was barely any, and I don't think there was any tornado storms that would pose a risk. I mean, one of the ones that was coming, the last one before this, dived out before it hit Dew Point. and it was completely weakened where it wasn't even a threat for us. So it just passed on and didn't do nothing. So there was no warning or anything like that. But most of the time lately, in the last year, they've been canceling the watches early because there's like no point. The storms and they're gonna do nothing basically, and they're just not capable in this area as much. They kind of go around us, and I just hope it stays like that. And thanks for watching. Subscribe and like below if you like this kind of channel. Thank you.